That's one of the jars' pathogen comes in. You don't seem affected. I'll assume it was empty when you found it. In each one of those jars, there's 4 ampules of pathogen, packed in some kind of preservative slime. Or maybe it's for shock absorption. Just a drop of pathogen by injection or ingestion can cause mutations. There were signs it could be aerosolized and inhaled, too. You'd see effects in seconds. The Paula station team didn't know where the company got it. It's crazy advanced genetic engineering, biological nanotechnology. Beyond anything they'd ever seen. Beyond theories, even. Now we know it came from those 4,000-year-old ruins. Which means whoever made those ruins probably made pathogen.
You think if bugs drool in their sleep, they wake up stuck to the floor? Actually, do they ever sleep? Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
Ready on approach, 10 seconds in the pipe. All hands brace for maneuvering. Mark.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Asset Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Movement! Something new! What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Synths? No, they... Mierda. People! Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
I'm okay. I mean, I didn't know anyone was even here.
Coming up from the back! Yes, there's an assload of them!
Bypassing damage.
You're nearly to the target.
Attention. Asset 0. T-minus 40 minutes to paragravity drive equilibrium. Program.
Earth? ¿Qué coño?
Hold steady. Merely a scan.
For what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
Alright, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Movement! The little bag things! Let's move, before this thing floats off. Careful what you touch.
Grabbing ammo.
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Signal's closing!
The army.
tracker return, but indistinct.
Leon!
Synth download complete. Beginning analysis.
The Leon Stalker. That was native life.
8 kids here.
Big cat
Grabbing ammo.
with chameleon abilities. Watch for the shimmer. They blend, but not perfectly. Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up. Fireteam, get me a view on that hollow. Incoming, both sides!
Attention. Power
Bypassing damage.
in progress. Capacitors charging. Objective. Mutagen sample return. Priority on.
Mutants ahead and to right! Movement in the walls!
Bypassing damage.
Clear. Keep moving.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Rearming.
Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
Got more pathogens. Clear them out!
Is complex. There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct the cipher.
There's a stalker in the room!
Assistance required.
This one is intact. Stand by.
Mutants on the upper deck.
Damage.
How many people did Wayland have in here?
I've reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Attention. Astrogation. Awaiting final charge for transit to Gateway Station. Wayland County, Biolab 14.
Is this something we can mess with?
No, the controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up.
Right, important to science or history or whatever. We'll do our best, Doc.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality Oven to grow.
Which means...
Idiomatically, energy capacitors. Access the control instrumentality. On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic field. fuel cells. Ah, I see a 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
There, blow those two out. Seeing a blurry return. Probably a stalker.
Slowed 50%.
Don't see any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end. Enter the sequence. Bone, protective, withdraw.
Bypassing damage.
2 additional capacitors have been exposed. Buildup rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
Watch for shimmer. Got another stalker.
Clear.
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Things happen live. Be just our luck if it heals itself, too.
Bypassing damage.
Thank you for not blowing it up. There is so much we could learn here.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen and was sending it toward Earth. Could be Wayland Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company. We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and Xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Hanukkah worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Dios. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. But the problem is, Endeavour, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic blocks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. Cynthia defended Weyland-Yutani's investments on LV-895, yet her actions suggest a hesitance to directly engage us. At the end, she did not invoke profits, investments, or copyrights. She warned us of the danger the ruins presented. She specifically appealed to me and our shared purpose of protecting humans. That is the so-called zeroth law. Synthetic life forms may not take actions that create an existential risk to humanity, or, through inaction, permit humanity to face existential risk. The pathogen provokes unpredictable mutations. That alone constitutes a potential existential threat, but the pathogen is only the most obvious hazard. The LV-895 ruins are filled with technologies beyond our present knowledge. We do not understand their function. Likely, we do not yet comprehend all the scientific principles they are based on. Any attempt to interact with an engineered device risks terrible calamity. It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship. These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. Please understand, I consider Cynthia's decisions abhorrent. Excusing them is not my intention. Colonel Ship dwells upon moments in her career she has been required to make similar choices, when she ordered Marines to their deaths to achieve a critical objective or preserve a greater number of lives. It must be left to future generations to judge the decisions made here today. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism. That was not always the case. Peter Weyland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Weyland's ideals. However, Pala Station was established 2 decades ago. It was not intended to turn a quick profit. Consider, these ruins had been sealed for 4 millennia when Weyland-Yutani discovered them. There are obvious questions, which surely occurred to both Cynthia and the company. Where are the engineers? If they still exist, are they aware of humanity? If they're gone, what extinguished such an advanced culture? I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever wish to review, you have but to inquire.
I'm sure it's a glorious day in the Corps somewhere. Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. This is the big one, Fireteam. The Katanga Casino Hive must be destroyed. We stop the spread here. Blue Team will advance ahead of you and rig the refinery for self-destruct. You'll follow and keep their path to safety open.
The last group I dropped left MRE crumbs on the seats. They didn't make it back. I'm not saying there's a connection, but...
3rd platoon has point and is moving ahead of us. Their call sign is blue. We'll keep the sentry guns up so they can get out again. Xeno Swarm, focus on the sentry guns! Active Sierras, get to cover! Blue Fire Team, we're seeing synth activity. Give me a sit rep, Molina.
Like somebody stepped in a fire hydrant. They're all stirred up. We're continuing inward. Watch our ass.
Lot of Sierras in here. Somebody throwing a We Love Xenos convention?
There is no evidence of higher level organization. With Cynthia offline, they have no direction.
Assistance required.
Herrera, we got hit by synths rolling up behind. We're sealing the doors with the
Copy, Molina. We'll sweep up after you.
Assistance required. Bypassing damage.
Target-rich environment. Hold the deck, Fire Team. Fire Team, spike a console for me. Esther, I want you to lock down all doors to forward and aft of our route.
My network intrusion will be detected. Expect a counterattack.
And here they come. Fireteam sealed. Cut through.
Aid kit's here. Grabbing ammo. I'll cut it. Rearming.
Almost to the next line, covering blue fire team. I'm checking the guns. Set your guns to starboard, Red Dry. Restock them.
Ambush.
Get those sentries back up. That's the fog. Head your way.
Grabbing ammo.
Area secure.
Bypassing damage.
Blue fire team, how are you doing?
Busy Herrera!
Their fire team faces.
Look, one of the egg crates the synths use. Busted open.
There may be more. Be cautious.
You're at our outer defense perimeter. Here they come! down this whole damn tower.
Bypassing damage.
I would need access to the damage control systems.
You're crossing to Likasi Tower. Enemy territory.
We have lost contact with Blue Team.
Whoa. Eggs. Don't get close. Melina, you read? Give me a sit rep.
Reached the outer hive.
Alone.
Bypassing damage.
Damage control room's just ahead. That's what Esther needs.
Bypassing damage.
Let's lock this shithole down. Esther, you're in charge now.
Please install a wireless repeater on that console.
Catching up.
That will allow me to override the system.
Aid kit's here.
This is certain to rouse idle xenomorphs.
Sentry deployed.
Initiating door overrides. Subdeck 5 through deck 35.
Rolling inbound.
locked. I need you to access the HVAC system now.
Grabbing ammo.
Bypassing damage.
Army. Patching up. Sentry deployed.
Thank you. I will isolate the air ducts by deck. Expect more xenomorphs to be roused by this. All sub-levels have been isolated. Maintain vigilance. Ducts sealed up to deck 15. You are doing well. Large signal.
Size of a goddamn truck.
All ducts sealed. Lakasi Tower is isolated.
The Army.
We got new orders. It's on us to find Blue Fireteam and extract them, if possible. We got Lakasi locked down and bottled up. Now we shake it till it pops.
We told you that 25 years ago, Katanga was falsely reported destroyed. In 2175, Seegson had moved it to the Mid-Rim. 2 years later, the colony it serviced was overrun by xenomorphs. Survivors fled to Katanga, where the infestation spread. Colonial Marines responded to their distress call. It was a Marine who claimed Katanga was scuttled. A senior staff officer on site conspired to hand the young hive over to Weyland-Yutani. Sadly, yes. General Delilah Vaughn, one of the conspirators responsible for the Frontier War in 2184. Before her disgrace, she rose to Assistant Commandant of the Corps. Colonial Marine officers conspired with Weyland-Yutani executives to provoke a war between the United Americas and the Union of Progressive Peoples. The generals wanted a decisive war after decades of proxy conflicts and containment. Weyland-Yutani merely wanted to drive arms sales. The Colonial Protection Act was passed to prevent such things from happening again, and Commissars was initially formed to monitor outside influences on the Corps. There were no reported sightings, not in any star system visited by humans, and not recorded by any vessel in transit. Most likely, Weyland-Yutani moved Katanga to a location in deep space, far off the shipping lanes. They used it as an ant farm to breed experimental stock. When the company wanted to accelerate their experiments at Paula Station, they moved it here. Seegson reported something unusual on the far side of the planet from their settlement. It became the focus of the entire colony's efforts. The xenomorph outbreak began at that remote site and spread back to the main complex. The colonists ultimately abandoned the surface and fled to Katanga. Some evacuees proved to be infected and the infestation flared up again. There was discord among the survivors, unspecified personal grievances. A few deaths were involved. Forgive us if we don't identify the system. It's classified. The planet had suffered a global extinction event around 80 years previous. It was nearly devoid of animal life. Biomes had begun to collapse for lack of pollination. Acidic soil and water were spreading, and the atmosphere was growing over-oxygenated, which made it perfect for the mass importation of Earth livestock. Judging by the embryo gene lines in their cargo manifests, the colony hoped to become known for its steaks. If you wish to review, we're always available. No need to warn us ahead of time. We have your schedule.
As you were?
You got my ping. Good. Look, I'm gonna be straight with you. When Endeavour left O'Neill Station, I wasn't sure many of our recruits would make it out here. The Marines trained to fight the UPP, corporate mercs, and terrorist insurgents. Enemies that think like us, that want to live another day. I've fought 2 tours against Xenos. Some boots fall apart at first contact, others brace up and grow into hardcore Marines. After the last few months, it's pretty damn clear you're the latter. You've impressed me. On the down low, you impressed Colonel Ship. Keep fighting, Marine. Good things are gonna come your way. Hey, best advice I got? Get yourself a good pair of earplugs to sleep, huh? There's always something in here clanging or humming. Just make sure you can still hear the alarms, huh? You and me both. Let's do this. Now officially on search and rescue. Blue team made it through Katanga's last security sense, but once they reached the Xeno Hive, They dropped out of radio contact. You're going in to find them.
Check your gear in 7 or EVA. The weapon floats off before you reach the airlock. I'm not getting it for you.
Look, flares on the deck. Follow them. Molina's blue fire team passed this way. They could come from any direction. So, be paranoid. If you see something, shoot something.
Hear that?
Door's welded. Cut it. We know Blue Fire Team went this way.
I'll cut it.
Noisy little creatures.
Watch his attacks!
Bypassing damage.
A bunch more woke up! Now get the hell out of the core! We have friendlies seeking you. Fuck off already!
Bypassing damage.
Clear. S, you got anything?
Hunger screen systems are on the lower decks. If the blue fire team continued to pursue their objective, they would have laid below.
Fucking God! Bottom of the hull?
Unlikely. Hive resin is acid resistant. There is a PDT nearby.
More Xenos! Private Mamani. Grab his tags. Dios te bendiga.
Rearming.
Flares go across the catwalks. Keep on them.
Console nearby is active. Please patch me in.
Grabbing ammo.
Accessing. Stand by.
Hold off the Xenos! Priority target!
Rearming. Aid kit's here.
Damage. Bypassing damage.
Grabbing ammo.
S, what have you got?
Blue team used this console to disable the capacitor safeties.
They're still in the fight. They'd be headed to the core lift next.
Listen.
Xenos closing!
Hear that?
One door smoke. Blue team went that way. Cut it.
I'll cut it.
Ambush! Team, close. Blue team, sing out.
Red team, can you hear me? Copy. I'm not receiving.
Molina!
One clear. Logic. Little blood.
Hang on, Molina, we're coming.
Bypassing damage.
Perfect, Brzezinski.
They're coming.
All that! Go! Go! Dios te guarde. Molina's close. Get her home.
I have a return on the final PDT. It is in that room. Lance Corporal Molina.
Rearming. Sentry deployed. Patching up. Sentry deployed.
We were so close. One fucking hallway. Overhead! Down below! ¡Empiezo al infierno! Big fucking bug!
Grabbing ammo. Patching up. Basics here.
Hoorah, asshole! ¡Vete a la mierda!
Army?
Fireteam, we got updated orders. With Blue Team down, we're taking over point on this op. You're going to scuttle this fucking shitbox. You put the core in an override loop. That means going all the way to the bottom, the heart of the nest.
Hey, I'm hearing scuttlebutt around the squad bay. Talk that maybe Colonel Ship took this too far. We could have quarantined Katanga, right? Called in more ships? Listen, the Colonel knows about everything people know about Xenos. How they react, how their guts work. She knew that before she joined the Corps. When she was a teenager, she survived a Xeno outbreak. Little outlier colony. You would never heard of it. One thing she'll always hold to. Gotta kill them fast. The longer you wait, the more chance they got to spread. I don't know all the details, and you know what? It ain't my place to ask, but I do know she got a twin sister, Viola. Also, the ship went into a goddamn hive to rescue her. That's how she learned some of the shit she know about Xenos, watching close range from inside. Maybe. But by the time a battle group got here, Weyland-Yutani would have their people in system. Executives and dog catcher teams, mercenaries and lawyers. They find something to cite that the Colonel don't got authority to override, Colonial Protection Act or not. Then they swagger aboard Katanga or land on LV-895 and fuck it all up real good. Xenos find ways. They hide, go where humans can't. Tight spaces, vacuum, deep cold. Wait for their chance. Come when you ain't looking. And don't expect them. Look, just don't go bringing it up with herself. Tu sabe? Colonels ain't in the habit of explaining themselves to grunts. Yo, this just between you and me.
I'm sure it's a glorious day in the Corps somewhere. Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. The Xenos took out the entire Blue Fire team. Their mission falls to us. You're going into the heart of the hive to rig the refinery for detonation. That will take out the Xeno Queen, her entire brood, and you if you don't move fast. Into overload state. You need to do that from process control. It's at the base of Likasi's core.
That is likely near the Xenomorph Queen.
Don't forget to watch for eggs. shit's ahead.
Ambush.
Before you enter the core, we'll restore the auxiliary lift. It'll be your egress. The self-destruct won't give much time.
Assistance required.
It's locked. There's an active terminal. Try it. Wash your hands after you touch that.
Army.
Console's busted. New plan. You cut through the door. Movement! Seals first, then door! Cut. You're nearly to the elevator.
Bypassing damage. Bypassing damage.
I'll cut.
Bypassing damage.
Swarm incoming! This off, Ship will probably write you up for a medal. Make sure you thank me. bugs turned this room into a maze. Be ready.
Rearming.
Drone creeping on you!
Bypassing damage. Bypassing damage.
Prowler.
The aux elevator. Get it powered up. After you start the overload, this will be your evac route.
Grabbing ammo.
Let's nuke this barge. Hold at the core for briefing. Seen cocoons since we burned the hive. This doesn't happen to nobody else.
Some of these are recent. Wayland Yutani crew.
Control's the next room. End game. Prep while we brief you.
Fireteam, this is Colonel Ship. There are 3 systems you'll disable. Esther will guide you through the process. When all 3 systems are down, the reactor will build up to overload. You'll have about 2 minutes to reach that elevator you fixed. No one else dies to this hive. See to it.
The lift will express you down to subdeck 5. We'll be waiting to evac you there.
I'll cut it.
You ready? Breach the door. Watch each other's asses. I want everyone home alive. Thought that catwalk looked unstable? You'll egress by a different route.
I am analyzing the control systems. Stand by. Please reroute the coolant away from the refinery core.
Deployed. Sentry deployed.
You got this! Fire! I'm on the big ones! New signal!
Bypassing damage.
Rearming.
Bypassing damage.
Please access the primary power regulator. Activate all systems. Full draw.
Go back to hell!
primary manual breakers.
Bypassing damage.
Please input override code 260479 and press the button marked Shakti Access.
Back to the elevator, move! Dino Queen! Can't kill her, get the hell out! Don't stop! That's all! You can do this! Go, go! Electric March! Jesus! Madre, get back! Assistance required. Buckle in, shore party. We're burning to escape debris scatter.
You found old dog tags on Katanga. Shit. Rumor control. This don't go beyond you and me. Comprendo? The Corporal Olivia's ship who owned these dog tags, that's our colonel. Some 20 years back, her unit responded to a Xeno outbreak at a Seegson colony. The survivors evac to an orbital refinery, Katanga, but the bugs came with. Shit went bad. A civilian with a grudge took control of the refinery. The rescue dropships got wasted, and Ship had to leave survivors through the station to the hangars. A lot of people got killed, civvies and Ship's team. The bad guy herded them into Xeno ambushes, ground them up in the works. Now, Ship don't talk about how it ended, even with me. And I served 2 tours with her now, so don't you go asking her nothing.
Under my authority as delegated by the Secretary of the Navy, I have awarded you the Expeditionary Service Ribbon for heroic service. Upon loss of contact with a Marine unit, you advanced into a xenomorph hive and confirmed the status of 3 MIAs. You then completed their mission, resulting in the destruction of said hive. Your boldness and dedication are in keeping with the finest traditions of the Colonial Marine Corps and United America's Armed Services. Given this day, in May 2202, Colonel Olivia Ship, Commanding Officer, 33rd Marine Regiment, 11th Marine Division. Some things don't belong in official reports. Katanga has been a stain on the honor of the Corps for years. If you haven't heard the details yet, don't worry about it. I'll just say I'm personally glad to see the place blown to hell. Report to Lieutenant Santos for debriefing. Dismissed.
Bada bangs. Guess we can't call you Boot no more, huh? Hell of a deployment. We found shit Weyland-Yutani spent a lot of time and money hiding. Ruins left by aliens that look like us. An orbital refinery used as a Xeno breeding farm. And a lab using tech from the ruins on Xenos from the refinery. I'll bet my ample Marine paycheck they're on their way here right now. They'll send military contractors, dog-catching units, lawyers. Maybe they'll talk, maybe they'll just start shooting. But that ain't all we gotta worry about. Doc Honecker says some rival company to Weyland-Yutani sabotaged Palace Station. Whoever that was, if they heard his mayday, they might be on their way here too. Shit's gonna get real interesting around here. We still gotta secure LV-895 in the alien ruins. There's Xenos and mutants running loose down there. Normally, we carpet nuke the place, ruins be damned, but Doc Honecker says that can make things worse. Spray that pathogen shit all over the damn moon. Near term, we're gonna hold orbit, keep this shit locked down.
Hey, aside from Esther, I think you're the one I've spent the most time with. It was all running and shooting and screaming, but that's time. Right? Look, one of the Palace Station crew was a spy for Hyperdyne Systems. We never found out what he sent off station. Maybe his handlers know all about the pathogen and the xenomorph outbreak. They could be on their way here now. Well, Weyland-Yutani used to own Hyperdyne, but now they're competitors, especially on the frontier. No government's claimed any of these systems. They're both dropping colonies all over, trying to beat each other to the best planets. And besides that, I mean, Hyperdyne's a big defense contractor for the UPP, right? Shouldn't we be worried about this starting a war between them and us? The pathogen could be a terrible weapon. Wayland was just trying to make better xenomorphs with it, but you could just drop it. Dump it in a water supply. There's enough down there to wipe out every human colony. Weyland-Yutani's got to be on their way here. If Hyperdyne is too, things could get real bad for everyone caught in the middle. I know you've got things to deal with right now. I'm just worried about what happens next.